My name is Scott. I am your host, Go Small, Live Large, YouTube channel dedicated to the Class B lifestyle, RV lifestyle, in a camper van in particular. I'm in my Winnebago TRAVATO 2019. Big news today, and that's what we want to talk about in this session here. So we'll let a few folks join in, and still trying to get good at this YouTube live stuff. So boy, some really big announcements today from Winnebago. If you are in the chat, if you can just type in, hey, I'm here, just so I can see that that's working, that would be awesome. Appreciate that. Thumb up already. That's awesome, thank you. Yeah, some really big news today. The Winnebago Class A, Class B, I'm not sure what you want to call the EKKO, and then some Class C stuff, and then the towables. Everybody's really itching to get the stuff on Class Bs, not surprisingly, but some really big announcements around the TRAVATO Class B RV, the 59G floor plan in particular, and that's what I want to do is kind of get your thoughts for sure. Hey everybody, so we got A-Road, Craig, Deb, Jane. Hi Jane. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate that. Really big saw a lot of familiar names in the Winnebago. So that is really good to know. We got Luke here with us. He's getting a little antsy, so he may wander around the Winnebago studio here today. Yeah, hey Dave, good to see you, sir. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm sure there's a lot of the YouTubers that watch today. They're doing YouTube live, so we'll keep this somewhat short. I don't think I'm trouncing on anybody else's YouTube live stream. I know the Fit RV was definitely doing one. I didn't get any notification as to when or that it's already happened, so I'm kind of guessing that they're still doing it. And I'm not sure the status of what Kevin of 30 to Wake Up or Chad and Paul are doing. I saw them in there as well, so if they're doing a YouTube live, be sure and watch their streams as well. I had some really big ideas, so I kind of wrote this down on my notepad, right? Some thoughts on the TRAVATO. So I want to talk about the TRAVATO first, but wanted to, yeah, if you can just let me know where you're watching from. We got New York. We usually get hey Don, try on. You were in the announcement, the reveal today, so thank you for that. And if you can just let me know where you're watching from, that would be great. So I am actually in Nashville still. I've been here for a little over a week now. How many people have been to Nashville? If you've been to Nashville, give it a thumb up in here. And Staten Island. All right, a lot of New Yorkers. That's great. And I just love Nashville. It's just an amazing thing. We had a channel camp out. We have a little bit of a snippet coming up about that. I street camped last night. I audience angeled camped the night before. Tonight I'm street camping again in a parking lot that's on 2nd Avenue. And are you ready for this? I'm good till 9 a.m. tomorrow morning for $1, $2, $3. Is that amazing? Yeah, $3 on 2nd Avenue, and I'm not sure the cross street. I've got to find that and post it for you guys. I'm thinking about doing 24 hours in Nashville video, but I got more video ideas than I know what to do with. That's part of my problem. Birmingham, love Birmingham. All right, so let's talk TRAVATO. First thing I want to know is your thoughts. If you saw the reveal today on the TRAVATO 59G, there was a big element missing in the new TRAVATO, the 2021, right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong there. And I want to get your thoughts on it right away. And that's this thing right here. Yes, Luke, thank you. And that would be the jump seat. There's no more jump seat. What the hell? I think this is one of the best things about the TRAVATO 59G floor plan because of this great room up here, and that's gone. So what are your thoughts on that? I use this seating position all the time with the table extension, as I'm doing now. This is the patio door, the sliding door, and that whole experience is going to be gone in the new TRAVATO. The seats, they're kind of two individual seats, and I want to get your thoughts on that as well. It looks like, yeah, I'm with you, Home Run. I so trademark TRAVATO, right? And people I think are going to put, because people like to take stuff. So I think they're going to use this open space and they're going to put a cabinet here anyway, is my guess. I was really shocked to see that come through. Louisiana, all right. And Dave Duncan has a great point here, which is this front area can convert to a bed, so you can sleep one or two additional people in here fairly easily with very little effort. I sleep here all the time in a twin when Kyle's with me, and I have a nap here all the time with my feet here on the jump seat and my head against the wall over there, and that's gone. No more of that. So yeah, no more puzzle bed, no more sleeping. Now you can just sleep two people in there. I think this is one of the big things about this floor plan. So I think that was a pretty bold and or controversial move, and maybe not smart at all. I'm just curious your thoughts. Again, if you have seen any of my videos, I'm sure you have. I'm guessing you have heard me crow about this space up here, and they just really kind of blew it up from my perspective. And yes, it would open up the cab a little bit, and the table's smaller. It's a lagoon style, which is on now mounted to the wall, and there's this pedestal thing here, so you can put your table here, right? And so there's kind of a permanent table, but then you can take all the tables out and have this cavernous space for, it's really kind of a wonder to me. So Home Run saying the bench looked comfortable. I sit in the middle of my bench seat all the time. I don't, maybe even on the edge, but boy, that is really, yeah, I'm with you, Rowdy Rogers. I think the value of used G's just went up too, because they blew up this room. They blew up this room, and I think it's the best thing about, well, one of the best. It'd be tough for me to stack rank them. Yeah, it's just, I'm like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Let's see, Dave Duncan says, water tank and electric had to move to the back, I guess. Yes. So here's my thoughts on that. I would rather have more tank capacity, which, by the way, I looked on the specifications, and did anybody else look? Water system, the water, so they moved everything to the back. And I'm sitting on top of my GL jump seat, and that's the inverter in there, and some of the Volta electronics in there. So that's what's here now. Normally it'd be a water tank, it'd be a non-Volta Travato. So all that got moved to the back at the expense of storage. Now I'm okay with getting rid of storage if you're giving me more tank capacity. And looking at the specs, so you guys gotta look at this way. They are exactly the same. 18 gallons of water on the GL, 11 on black, 14 on gray. I think it actually might have gained 3 on the gray. The propane's the same, and so they got rid of storage, which I'm kind of okay with. I think van dwellers should be minimalists, but at the expense of no additional capacity of water or waste, which is the biggest constraint of the van. Not electricity, but water and waste. So I find that to again be really bold or really not smart, or I don't understand. So what are your thoughts on that? So they blew up the great room. They got rid of the jump seat. They put everything in back. They gave you a little storage. It looked like to me. Now I've not seen one of these in person. So I don't really know. There's a cupboard there, but I can tell you that if the back, I'm looking at the thing here, sorry, but if the back half of that underbed storage is reserved now for water, inverters and otherwise, then man, there is not a lot of storage under the bed at all. So St. Augustine, hey, what's up? Let's see. Sarge SGT Zila 58. Do you think they should get rid of the draws, the shower, to make it bigger? I'm not sure what you mean there. If you can restate that for me. Yeah. So here's Home Run says, it seems like Winnebago changed the intent of the 59G to a 2-person van because they want families to buy the Solus. The Solus is really a different rig altogether. It's really kind of the entry point. It's pop top. Not great for kids for sure. But yeah, they just really have changed the dynamics of this 59G floor plan. If anybody caught what was going on in the K floor plan, they mentioned it, but not a lot there. So I'm guessing it's largely the same. And Deb says, yeah, is the stove induction? So the cooktop in the new 59G looks to be induction, which I guess is okay. I don't use my stovetop a lot anyway, but you still have to have propane aboard for the Truma system, so it's not like you're going propane free. But it did have a stove, an induction cooktop, which I guess is good and bad. I don't know. I don't know a lot about induction. I have a propane, and I use mine so infrequently. I use my grill all the time. As you know, I do love that sink, though. Holy cow. Did you see that new sink? That thing was beautiful. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of it here for you. I mean, this was... sorry, this is so crude, guys, but look at that. I mean, that's just a beautiful, beautiful sink. That I love. Now, I would have also loved them to see redesign that cabinet altogether. I think that could be much more like the European style, and even the what is it, the floor of the sequence. Luke, you want to say hi to everybody, Luke? Tellaro had 3 really large drawers in the galley. I really like that a lot. 71 people. Hello, welcome. So we're talking about the new Winnebago announcements today. I'm kind of going on about the galley, the great room, and some of the storage, the obvious stuff that I saw. Let me look at my notes here again. And boy, now this was kind of interesting. So yeah, sink in the faucet, I think that's a home run. I'm pretty sure. I'm looking at my galley because I'm trying to think how I would use that. I assume it has a cover. I mean, I use that space for a lot of things beyond cooking. So again, I come at all this from my full-timer point of view. So I've been in my rig nearly 2 years now, and so the floor plan to me is super critical as a full-timer with plans to go 2021 full-time still. And yes, sir. You ever say hi to everybody? Here, Luke, let's say hi. Luke, here's Van Life Luke. Luke. This is where you earn your keep, sir. Say hello to everybody. Luke. There we go. Thank you. And when Marcus Stokes was giving a tour, the room that I was expecting change and saw some was the bathroom. There's, again, looking at the photographs, there's definitely some changes to the bathroom, but I don't know what change. He made some comment about, here's the great room we're talking about. It almost looks like a train cabin, right? You know, the train chairs. I'm just trying to find the bathroom picture quick. So here's the bathroom picture. You guys can see that. So the sink definitely changed. I'm really happy to see the faucet and the inverter change, because that is just one of the biggest bugaboos. Yeah, Bruce Pete, gravity shower drain, no pump. I don't know. I couldn't really tell. Let me close this blind. It's distracting. I couldn't really tell from the he always sits where I want to sit. What is he, a cat or something? And in my opinion, the problem is not the pump. The problem is the shower drain in the floor, because it plugs up. So I don't understand what they're doing there. They didn't really get into it a whole lot. So go ahead and put your questions in. What do you think about the new announcements today? The shower, the changes I saw, I like. You can see the bump out there, or bump in, I guess it would be, next to the toilet. There's a shower, a towel bar there, which is cool. I think the bump out's a great idea, or the concave, because they've narrowed the bathroom. I think you said 4 inches, so it's tapered in the back toward the toilet, which allows for more shoulder room in the bed. That's pretty good thinking there, I think. Yeah, so I like that. A little more bed space, probably not a bad idea. Certainly if 2 people are going. Yeah, so Jeremy Wong's got a good point here. Jane saying yes, they say gravity feed shower. Again, I don't think the pump's the problem. The problem with the bathroom is the shower floor drain filter. And Jeremy Wong's got a good point here. Yep, bathroom is raised slightly higher, so no more pump. My question is, how much? What if they raise that thing 2, 3, 4 inches to accommodate that? man, they just killed all the headroom in there. I'm 5'10", I fit in there very comfortably. But if they raise that 2 or 3 inches to accommodate that, I don't know how else they would do it, because I think they said everything, all the water lines are inside. I may be wrong on that. Yes, he says no pump. So that is a big question mark for me. If they kind of fixed a problem by removing headroom, that to me is not awesome. What do you think? I'm looking at some of the stuff I looked at. So what I did is I made a list of cool, questionable, and then not so good. Great room, busted. We talked about that. That bag in the back in the garage area, I'd immediately get rid of that. I couldn't find a book nook, and let me see if I can find a picture of that quick, in the back bedroom. So it looks like they've moved the bedroom window. You guys see that? So the bedroom window now is currently in the middle of the bedroom, and there's this really cool book nook. It's a little concave area with a stretchy netting thing where you can put your iPad and stuff. Now, what they've done, I don't know if I think there's a better picture here, is they've put a little bit of storage right here above the dude's head. You see that? You know, it's a little wire rack thing. You see that, right? Above the dude's head, laying in bed. Probably not a bad idea if your cargo door's open. But when you're sleeping, guess where your cargo door is? It's probably against that basket. So you really can't reach back there super easy and get stuff out of it, I don't think. I'm sure they measured it carefully, but you just can't slip your book or your phone or your iPad into the little book nook because they moved the window. And I was curious why they would move the window. It seems so nicely placed. It was kind of balanced on the driver's side. I'm kind of into aesthetics, as you might know. 84 people. Hello, welcome. So let's see what kind of comments you guys hear. So Anita's very underwhelmed with the changes. I'm glad to see some of them, but it is not the same Travato in my book. The jump seat, they have blown up this great room. And the table looked really small, so no more of this gorgeous, 5-foot table. It's really interesting. Yes, Deb, thank you for putting that up here. So I did notice also that there was a sound bar. See if I can get that picture pulled up. Instead of the Jensen speakers, I guess that's probably better. The Jensen I like, I don't love, but it's, so this is a picture of the sound bar. Okay, so the TV obviously is in a very new position here, and I personally don't like it. It's probably meant to pivot to the back bedroom to see, but if you look above the window there, you'll see the black sound bar. So it probably puts out better music than the Jensen, which is not bad. My question is it, can it run on 12 volt versus 110? I assume they figure that out, that you can run it on 12 volt. If not, that means run on 110, which is okay, which means you need to have your Volta inverter on, or your maybe the generator. Can you imagine that, having to turn your generator on to listen to music? That would be a bad experience. But that's a pretty different view, and I really don't like the position of the TV. I like mine because from this seating position here, I can watch the TV, and I use the TV as really artwork. And if I'm watching a movie, I just watch it from here, prop up my my feet, and that's how I liked it. This, I assume, is meant to pivot into the bedroom. So now to watch TV, you have to kind of be in your bed, or have the driver's seat spun around, which is not bad. I sit there fairly often, but yeah, Susan says, so Bruce here has a good point. So no Truma. They called water heater something else. I think that was one of the different models. I think it was the EKKO. They're using kind of the, I can't remember the name of it either. But I think we'll have to see. Maybe I can find that really fast. Anybody know if they got the Truma in there? Excuse me. Let me just look really fast. So I'm zooming down the website. Here it is. Specifications. Those are kind of weights and measures. Chassis interior. I guess that's what that is. A little more. Let's see. Heating and cooling. Yeah, trim and combi still in there. Trim and combi still part of the new Travato. So I think, Bruce, they were talking about a different model altogether. I think it was the EKKO. I might be wrong on that. Or yeah, Bruce. Yeah, Alex H. So the whole seat, battery storage area at the entrance is gone. Yes. History. And it's nice to have the open space, but I'll bet you a steak sandwich that people's going to put a cabinet here to pour stuff in, because they move the water or the inverter from here to back there and less storage. So people are going to take up this space. I bet you a steak sandwich to put in like a filing cabinet and bolt it to the floor. It's like in store stuff. Wouldn't that be funny? I hope, I gotta believe they really thought this stuff through. Let's see. Yeah, everybody's hot on the 3-point seatbelts. That's true. I want to know. I would love to know, those of you that have a Travato, or really any RV, how many people do you take with you that would make that worth? And this does have seatbelts. There's not 3-point. They're lap belts, so you'd smack your head on the table pretty hard. But I can probably count on less than 2 hands how many people I've had in here traveling. That would require a 3-point seatbelt, or demanded it, and so they wouldn't go with me. Again, I think solving a problem that isn't that big of a problem, in my humble opinion. This doesn't allow child carriers now, so that would be fine. Yeah, World Recipe of Life. So disappointed they got rid of the extra bed. Yeah, I don't understand that at all. And Ramsey says, Ramsey Horton, does the 59GL still sleep 4? No. The only way to sleep 4 is you pop a tent outside and they grab their sleeping bags out of the garage storage, because they're hitting the thing out front. I don't know how you would convert the front, in what we saw today, to the to a bed. I'm so disappointed. I just don't understand. It's one of the best things about the Travato. My opinion. So let's see what else I have on my notes. Small table, galley cabinet resigned. Are you ready for this? Anybody notice this? Let me see if I can find the picture. Oh my God, I can't believe this. I mean, this is everybody's grape. So easily remedied, I think. Please hold. Is the, anybody notice the wall next to the table? What does it not have? Yeah, outlets. No outlets. That would have been a really easy fix. I can't figure out why they didn't do that. You're still got the outlets, I'm assuming, above, up here under the cabinet, right? So all this has a redesign, and one of the most obvious things, it's missed. I love them over there, but good heavens. Hey, Rhonda. So Home Run here says, honestly, they could make the jump seat and add on easily and just use the base for storage. Yeah, I think it's just whoever they are, were just insisting on an open room, more open feel. And this feels pretty open when you're sitting, actually. It's when you're walking around, this doesn't feel super open up here, but it has a purpose, a really functional, multi-purposes. And they did away with that. I think at the expense of storage and back. And again, I'll bet you a steak sandwich, somebody's going to figure out a cabinet here because they want to store stuff, which we take too much stuff with us anyway. So Brad, yeah, I don't know what the reasoning was. I can't figure it out. I mean, it's handsome, right? So that's the front lounge. But you can't take a nap on that. The table's smaller. Now you're forced to kind of spin the passenger seat around to make that an extra spot, where in my case here, I have both, because I'm overnight camping in a parking lot. If you guys can see this, but I got the seats pointed this way so that I can make a getaway if I need to. And this setup, you know, if certainly if you have people, you gotta spin around, which is, you know, the deal there. What other questions do you guys have? Thinking the passenger can work at the table while driving. So that's a good point. Who says this? Jane? Yeah, so let me show you this picture. You guys have probably seen these. You've been to their website. It was kind of funny because they were doing this reveal, but they changed their website beforehand. So you could kind of skip the reveal and just go to the website. Which they did a fantastic production, really, really quality, very much Apple-ish if you watch the Apple events. But Apple always puts their website on hold until after the reveal, but then they launched the new web pages. These guys did it. So everybody was tromping over to the Winnebago website to go see the new stuff as they were talking about Class A's. Anyway, so here's the here's what she's talking about. So you can take the table, mount it, dismount it, unmount it from the wall, mount it with the lagoon table to the passenger side. I assume you can get a second table and maybe mount it there, so you could have seating for two. Sorry, folks. Looks like we had an internet hiccup there. Sorry about that. So yeah, it's just really interesting. So again, back to where we were is, you know, so now you can unmount the table from the wall, put it on the pedestal as they called it, and sorry for that internet hiccup there. 105 people. This is amazing. Anybody see the number of folks watching the Winnebago reveal today? The number I saw at the end was 600. And because of all you awesome people, and the video I did last week that I posted about today's events, I think they had a few more people than they would have otherwise. So thank you for joining there. What other question in the comments did you have? And then I'm going to switch. Yeah, it says pedestal with pop-up outlets. That's what Deb's talking about here. You can see that there's a pop-up thing with the outlets. And you're right, but that's on the passenger side. With the table removed under the window, there are no outlets on the wall. So I hope they put an outlet above the table area. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I see USB, so it's really hard to see here. I see USB by the light, but I'm not seeing an outlet. So we'll have to do more investigation, but if they took the outlet away, or maybe it's down below. Maybe it's down below. I can't believe they wouldn't put an outlet there. It's got to be. Which is cool. Anyway, I mean, the wall, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, what other comments do folks have? So new Winnebago announcements today. What do you think of that Class A? I thought that was beautiful. The Rebel looked like I got a little bit of a refresh. Let me look at my notes here. Oh my gosh, ladies, this, you know, well, not me. Most Travato owners mod that out by putting a shelf up there for more storage, shoes and whatever. And guess what? You can't do that anymore because all of your gauges, which I'm going to spin this around so you can see this, as you know, are right here. All of that stuff now is up there. So, ooh, sorry, making it dizzy. So I think that too is a pretty bold, probably a very controversial move there. I can't believe that lasting. I'm guessing they'd do something because of 3-point seatbelt. I don't know. But ooh, that's a really big one. Idaho, hello. You mentioned my $3 camp spot overnight, 3 blocks from downtown Nashville. So amazing. Let's see, what else we have in here that just blew me away. Let's see, galley window. Oh yeah, did you guys notice that? Holy cow, this is a biggie. So look above the galley, and you can see that the little, really iconic small galley window is gone, and now they have what looks to be a sliding window above the galley. It takes up basically that whole space. What are your thoughts on that? I love my little galley window that I don't open very often, because if you open up too far, it gets sheared off by the door. There's a workaround around that, but I like having the extra space on either side of the window for putting things. It's usable space. I'm sure it's a very better view.
but it's a sliding window. Those are not awesome in my opinion. Awning much better. So what do you think? What do you think of that? I found that to be kind of interesting. Yeah, we talked about storage under the bed. I think there's less of it. Somebody will probably disagree with me. Hopefully, Winnebago, and they will prove that there's actually more, or same. I'm looking at my notes, guys. Sorry, and gals. We've talked about that. Oh, this is kind of funny. TP placement. Now, how many of you have TP in your, right next to your potty, right? Well, they used to have that, and now they got that roll. See there between the sink and the toilet, there's that thing on the wall. I think the TRAVATO K owners know very well about this. G owners, we have 2 storage units on either side of the wheel well under the sink. You can store 4 toilet paper rolls easily, plus other stuff in that. So again, that storage appears to be gone, and now they've given you the 1 TP roll on this on the side of the wall. Just saying. Let's see what else. This caught my eye. TV position, we talked about that. Speaker bar, we talked about that. 2 seats versus a bench. I don't know. Wouldn't it be cool? I mean, you old people like me, you remember bench seats, right? Where you could fit 4 people in the front seat of a car. Now you can fit 2. And now it's kind of the same deal here. You can get 2 or 3 people, depending on their size, in this bench seat that I have. And now it's dose. So Spokane Steven is saying you can still order the dual pane awning strut. Yes, as an option to the main windows. What I was pointing out was the galley window. I can't believe they would replace a small awning window to put in a bigger style awning window there. I think it's to prevent the window from being broken. Luke is rubbing on the iPad, making it bounce. Thank you, Luke, for your yes. Yes. Does that feel good to your mouth? Apparently, tastes good. Yeah. So roaming, Ruka says likes the deeper sink and actual faucet. Totally with you on that one. So Polestar says sleeping for 4 or sleeping for 2. I'm saying 2. I didn't see any other way you can get people in this van unless you got a tent and a sleeping bag outside. 41 people. Boy, if you guys if we can get to as many thumbs up as we have people, if you haven't given a thumb up and you liked what Winnebago has, you're liking this commentary, you're liking this conversation, I sure would appreciate a thumb up. Thank you, thank you. The mattress. Anybody see the mattress is vastly different. The bed system itself, massively different, which is probably a good thing. Here's my kind of issue, and this will be fun to see how people deal with it. This is not a very good picture of it, but if you look way in the back with the bed up, you can see the bed frame and the slats. If you've seen mine at all, I took the bag that comes with it, and I am now using it as kind of a scrapbook. A wonder board of all the wonderment I've collected on my travels, 58,000 miles now, and somebody's gonna have to figure out a way to mod that out, I think, so that becomes some functional space, at least decorative. You see it there? It's kind of hard to see, but I don't want to look at the underside of a futon frame. I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. What do you think? Let's see. Yes, exactly, Rowdy. They put in the sliding window so it doesn't get sheared off by the sliding door. I'm certain that's the problem that was solved by that. My kind of issue is it took up the whole space, which is probably great for a view, but you kind of look down on your galley, so you don't really look through the window because it's too low, and I don't know. I like having the stuff on either side. Yeah, I'm with you, Cam. Don't like the bed up. Looks unfinished. Totally agree with you there. So Spokane Stevens saying I'm solo as part-timer 90% of the time, so I think the changes are good. Yeah, it's certainly, depending on how you want to use the floor plan, it is really, how you're going to use your rig, frankly. Yeah, Salty Medic said it's aluminum frame, lighter, and step. It does have a built-in step, which is cool. That is nice. It is heavy. It needed a spring or something because the way it is currently, it's fairly heavy. It has a new mattress altogether, right? You guys saw that. It's not a Winnebago mattress anymore. It's the, they called it something special. Please hold. You can't see it here. But it's a different way, a different mattress. Yeah, so they called the Wind Sleep. And it's a foam mattress, apparently. Combines superior 2-level Certi per us hygienic foam mattress with European suspension system to increase comfort, relieve pressure, and improve air circulation. Cool. So yeah, that's very different. Other questions you guys have? Our Mac, thumb up to me, thank you, appreciate that. She's not, or our Mac is not a fan. You're the Florida Max, right? I think so. Yeah, not a big, and says not a fan of most changes. 2021 National Park Edition GL still thumb up. Yeah, I'm pretty much agreeing with you across the board. The shower system looks interesting. That's one thing I would love to change in May, actually. Yeah, the starting prices, those are kind of fake starting prices. But the old starting price, I think, said 119 or something like that, and now it's 130. So there's definitely a price increase, whether it's fake price or real. That's an MSRP, that 130. So, so Susan D says, do you like that they move the water inlets to the back like the Solus? Yes and no. I need to do some more exploration there, and I didn't see a picture here, so it was tough to see what that was about. This is kind of what she's referring to. So under the happy couple in bed, there's that whole system there. I sure hope they put a water inlet on the exterior. I really don't want all my stuff hanging out to, put water into the van. And if you're the type that likes to have your water connected to your van all the time, which I am not, I don't propose that. I'm not a proponent of that. Just fill it and disconnect it. You'll become like me, where you fill it and you disconnect it, because if that's the only fill point, that's not awesome. What they should have outside is, fill your tank and a gravity fill. Anybody read anything about gravity fill? I didn't see it. That's what it really needs. I keep looking down, so I can't see what it says. So we'll do some additional homework on this. This is kind of, again, like an Apple event, iPhones a few weeks ago, and it takes everybody a few weeks to process it and really get down to it. So we'll do another one. And I want to shift gears here in just a minute. Yeah, Salty Manic's talking about EKKO. That's where I want to shift gears to. So what other comments do you have on the Travato? So I spent a lot of time on the 59G, a lot of updates there. Some I'm a big fan of. This is kind of a funny one. So see there by the utility closet, by the gal in bed, it's a handle. Now that's a good idea, putting a handle there, because they're trying to heave yourself into that. That is a good idea. Now they have two black squares here with coverings. I'm assuming these are cubbies that you can put hoses and such in. I don't know. Trying to see one of these anytime soon is probably not going to happen for a while, unless they're going to take them to the Florida RV Super Show in Tampa in January, which we hope is still on. Hi, Ellen. Thank you for that. I'm I need a haircut. I have been going to the gym. I've really made a point lately to get back on the gym program, so I'm stiff in a good way. But thank you for that. Yeah, Kim says Lily, that's the name of my van, way better than the new GL. I love my Lily. There's so few things I want to change and would change. Brainwashed apple sheep. Yeah, I guess so. How can I remove that? Sorry, Koinex, we don't want to have presidential stuff in here. Yeah, I used to work for Apple. I think they're rarely first to market, but they always get it right in most cases. Which remind me, iPhone. So we'll go for another
I don't know, 15-20 minutes here, but don't let me end this without showing you guys an iPhone speed test. You will be blown away. Yeah, okay, CoinX, you're not helping me out here. Put user in timeout. Okay, fine, let's do that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm kind of with Salty Medic. In fact, I'm thinking about doing a video about this. Kind of current conditions, because they're vacillating a lot right now. There's an article in the Wall Street Journal just in the last couple of days talking about Florida and the governor there, that they are going to open up and continue to open up in a sensible manner and are not going to shut down the state, which is what I think is probably the best approach. I'm here in Nashville in Tennessee. Everybody's masked up. It's social distancing, 50% capacity in bars and places, but at least you can go do stuff. Even live music is on here, and Luke likes that too. Yeah, Stephanie Goodway, sorry. Feeling my muscles I haven't felt in a long time. Oh, Ellen, that's a good question. Yes, I'm experimenting with some new recipes. I grilled scallops, and veggies, and I made a scallop taco the other day. So I'm experimenting, but we got some cool dining at Travato coming up. But yeah, let's see, what else do you guys want to say about the Travato? All right, so let me look at my notes, and then we will just see what. So the good list: bed frame, wider bed, rear cargo handle, back door window covers. Those were cool. I guess you can kind of get those from third party, but what I have is pretty wussy, and that's a good thing. The plumbing station kind of heads. We'll see what that looks like, but I liked what I saw. If they have gravity feed and a exterior water into the tank, that would be perfect. Yes, sir. Luke's giving me the stink eye. Bathroom, sink, and shower looked amazing, and the extra elbow room in the bathroom is great. TV pivot to the bedroom. I like where mine is. I use my iPad in bed. Okay, so let's. So Susan is saying, excuse me, no, they don't have an exterior fill point. The video on their website is more extensive than the reveal video. Yeah, I got some homework to do. So if they don't have that, it's certainly more sleek looking, but that to me, not awesome. Solus has that, I think, right? Just to pull up and get some water really quick. Imagine if it's kind of raining and crappy weather, and I don't know. Oh, that's what that means. That's interesting. Yeah, scallops are amazing. I found scallops at Walmart, and they were on kind of the day before expiration day, so they had to sell them. They were only $6 for like over a pound fresh scallops. They were so yummy. I grilled them. I take it back. I actually sauteed them on the stove, propane stove. I didn't grill them. Yeah, wine, scallops, and a salad. That sounds good already. So Alan is saying, not a fan of the lounge area. Window in the kitchen's nice. Yeah. Thank you, sip of water.
It's
Yes.
4 o'clock.
So Ellen's asking about these. So one of these is Kyle's name, my partner's name. I had one, but it blew off. I couldn't find it. And the other one says luck. So in Chinese. My uncle put that, his uncle put that together for us. Yeah, Carson. Hey, Carson. Richard, what's up? Carson's the audience angel that hosted me in his street a couple nights ago. It was so great. Had pizza and wine. Just a really classy dude. Sang some songs for me on his guitar. And I agree with Carson here that it was a really slick presentation. I think we'll see more of these types of things. Apple certainly put a really, they had to with Worldwide Developer Conference back in June. And I think that's set the whole tone now. And they did Apple has 3 different product announcements with that kind of TV show style. Certainly isn't live, it's all recorded and then aired the day of the reveal. But I kind of liked it. And they did a really nice job. I totally agree with you. So does Luke. Natchez Trace, yes, on my hey, Roads of Life here, but working on the same time. Got 99 people, 67 thumbs up. All right, let's shift gears to the EKKO, and I'll be honest, I've put all my time into studying the TRAVATO. So for those of you that are EKKO, let me shift, and we will go to the EKKO, because that looked really cool to me. What did you guys think? It's hard to find. Luke, no. Goodness, where is it? That's so funny. Bunch of little big. Bear with me. What do you guys think about the EKKO? Part of the problem is, where do you put it? Let's see where they put it. They did not put it in Class B. They put it in Class C. So this is what we're talking about on a ProMaster chassis. It sets the same width as the ProMaster, which is amazing. I kind of like the way it looks. What do you guys think? It's kind of looks like an off-road vehicle, right? It's got the dual wheels. If it was all gray with some of the other... he's going to knock over my water. I'll take a drink. Thank you, Owen. Sorry, folks. 101 people. Thank you for joining. So what do you think of this? I was really kind of impressed, to be honest. What impressed me was that it was... Thank you, Luke. We don't want to see your bottom, Luke. Please. What impressed me was the bathroom. We finally got the convertible bathroom like the Europeans have had, right? See if we can find that really fast. And I should have had this pulled up a little better than I do. Hey, he's being a pill. Gallery, interior. Here we go. So, you know, I like the color of the cabinet, but I think it could be a little tougher looking. It looks tough on the outside, right? And that hallway into the bedroom is super interesting, right? The fact that it, again, is the same basic size as a van. There's the storage, lots of storage. You guys have seen that probably, right? I mean, who's not gonna like that bed situation? That's a beauty, right? The galley looks. See that window seems to me to be a lot better than this sliding window, although it's a awning style, which is why they took it out to start with. So you're not sharing your thing off. There you can put. That's the nice window. But that's a very handsome galley, don't you think? I think so. Look at the size of that fridge. Holy cow. I gotta do a lot more research on this because this was really interesting. You know, the whole bath, right? There's the shower part of it. And then you can pivot that wall, and then it's basically a dry bath. Toilet and the sink. Look at that window. That's a thing of beauty. So I'm pretty impressed that they really rethought what a Class C is. And it was pretty compelling to me. You know, they didn't put a bed over the top of the cab. Some storage area. The TV's there. But that's really nice. I'm not sure I'm a fan of the seat colors, but, you know, those are probably got some options there, I'm sure. So what do you guys think of the EKKO? Let me know that, and then we'll kind of call it a little bit of a wrap. Let's see. Yeah, toilet cassette. Oh gosh, yeah. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't even want to see it at all. And with a traditional black tank, you don't see it at all, right? This just sort of have to like shake into the toilet. That doesn't sound interesting at all. So Bev, hey Bev, what's up, Bev? Our friend Bev. Scott, have you seen the review on the B box yet by Advanced RV? No, I haven't. And there's a whole bunch of RV research I need to get done. I'm working on getting a bunch of videos out over the next few days, so that's my main priority. And did I mention we had a channel camp out? Yes, Luke.
Thank you. he's itching to go outside. I see no point to the outside kitchen when all you really want is a grill. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. They sound great, and they just, you know, I'm a guy that likes to kind of go to RV parks. I just don't like to see RVs, and the amount of outdoor kitchens you see never being used is astounding. And if I'm at a spot and there's somebody 6 feet from me having their outdoor party, cooking and all thing, I don't know. I'm a weird one though. Propane tanks, yeah, I'm a fan of propane. Ellen's like, yucky interior choices. Yeah, either go rugged or go Swedish, Scandinavian, or go happy cheery. This is kind of like, I'm not quite sure that color scheme. I like the red counters. Those are cool. Right? You guys like those? I mean, it's kind of cool, right? Most the wood color was a little different. Kind of looks cheap. Let's see what else you guys have to say here. So the B-Box, Spokane Steve says, starts at around 300K. Yeah, okay, 380K. Holy cow. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Holy cow. They better climb a wall. Endless showers, but isn't worth $400,000. Yeah. Again, a lot of so on the video from last week, a lot of you commented on the question, what would you like to see as innovation? And several folks talked about, you know, recycling the water system in the shower and the sink. And it's a cool idea if you're in space and you only have the one shot to get all the resources you need. So that makes total sense. And that's why this NASA program is gazillions of dollars. But it's so easy to empty a tank and fill a tank. You know, even if you stay in an RV park for $40. It just doesn't, if that's the big thing on that one, that just doesn't make sense to me. But I'm the guy that wrapped my van, so who am I? Yeah, I do always talk about water capacity because it's a big deal. And I would have less storage for more tank capacity, but I think what Winnebago has done is remove some of the storage and not increase the tank capacities at all. But they opened up the space. I would not be sitting here talking to you in the new Travato because, well, I could do it. I'd have to put a folding chair. That would be funny, wouldn't it? But again, I bet you stack sandwich, people are going to put a cabinet here, which is fine. Okay, so lots more to come. This has been super great, all 102 of you. So let me show you this. I was at, so I got my new iPhone. I'm trying to find this fast for you guys. I'm in Nashville. And the purpose why I wanted a new iPhone in particular was because of the camera system. Apple's now a camera company, if you didn't know, and the 5G sounds nice, and it's only in certain areas. So I snapped this downtown last night. So this is the Speed app. If you don't have this Speed app, get this on your iPhone, get this on your iPad, get this on your computer. It works on Android too, I'm pretty sure. And what it is it measures the Wi-Fi speed, the megabits, the data, up and down. So the blue-green is down. And what you're looking at is for my iPhone 12 Pro Max 5G phone. And it's really hard to see, but right next to the bars, it says 5G. You see a little tiny UW. You see that? UW stands for ultra wide, which downtown Nashville is equipped with ultra wide. They're going to be rolling this out more broadly. So that's the key here. And look at that. I'm getting 196 megabits down. I'm like, holy cow. We pay for one of our houses at Airbnb properties in Florida. We pay about $200 a month for that speed in a terrestrial setting. That is astounding. I got an even better one for you. Look at this. This is upload. Again, that is amazing on a cell phone. And this is where I camped last night. If you've been to downtown Nashville, Hooters is across the street. You see Lily there, right? So kitty corner from the van is Hooters, and I was down there for the spaghetti factory. I thought I had a picture of my spaghetti. I'll show you that in a second. But look at this speed. I don't even know what that is. Is that a gigabyte 1.gig down? 1.6? Steven, Spokane, you're really smart on this stuff. Some of you guys are really good on this stuff. What does that mean in terms of, I always see megabits, because it's always so slow. It's always less than, a couple hundred, right? But look at this, 1.6. That's astounding. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, that is unheard of. And a little bit later, it had gone up to 92, so people have been off. That is amazing. I am so excited. All right, so you guys ready for this? Guess who was always last man out of bed? Well, that'd be Luke. So that's so I just want to share that with you. I will keep you posted on other developments. Oh yeah, there's my. So I was having Old Spaghetti Factory. Oh yum. Manager's favorite, clam sauce and mezzitra. So yummy. So hot camping tip, downtown Nashville, you can park after 6 p.m. for free at the meters on, I think it's 2nd Avenue there, right by Old Spaghetti Factory, right by Hooters. It was a pretty good night's sleep, actually. It was fairly quiet until about 6 a.m., which is fine. And the meters start at 8, so it's 8 to 6, 2-hour maximum. After 8, after 6, you can stay all night, where I did. And did a couple of bars there. Whoops. Did a little bar hop, did a little, here's one of them. It actually filled up toward as I was leaving, but I just love street camping because you can kind of do the bar hops, climb in your rig and go to sleep. Pretty cool. Okay, so with that, I'm going to say, what are the last questions you guys have and gals? Yeah, .com moms. Russ at Winnebago was real clear that the EKKO is all 4 seasons, so all the valves, all the tubing, all the tanks are inside the EKKO. So we'll do my thoughts on the EKKO. I got to do some research on that. I think the Fit RV guys are going to do a YouTube live today on that. So if they're going live later, we definitely want to tune into that, because that really has my eye. That would have, if it's basically the same, no wider, maybe a tad longer, that could be a game changer. Okay, so with that, we're gonna call it a wrap, and we've been going at this for about an hour now. I thank all of you, the dozens and dozens and dozens, over 100 folks, 85 thumbs up. Watch for a video. I'm gonna try and get it posted later tonight, maybe tomorrow, on Weingard, my interview with Weingard, RV Internet Explained, and what's the one right after that? Then we are doing the off-highway vans, the tour of their build out. On a Sprinter chassis. The model is called Sundance. Wait till you see that. Pretty amazing. As always, as always, I really appreciate each and every one of you. You are why I do this, and I kind of rejiggered some of my metrics here lately, and I will do a little wrap of Nashville with the camp out. We had 8 rigs. I think we had about 10 people. And Minnesota Dave will always have a soft spot in my heart now, because he literally took delivery of his Travato and he drove from Minnesota to come to Nashville for the channel camp out. He didn't know how to do anything. Now he knows how to do. He didn't even know how to turn the heat on. So the first night he froze to death, almost. He even showered in his Travato on one of those days. So just so much fun. We're gonna do a lot more of those. Thank you for all your comments, your questions. Thank you for being out there. Such a great, awesome, loyal audience. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. You drive me forward. And yes, we take care of ourselves. But we can't live in a box. We got to keep life moving, is my philosophy. So be smart about it, be safe about it, but let's conquer and move forward. So with that, we say thanks, and we'll see you later. Journey on.